Why did Bhagwan Mahaveer say not to kill even an ant? What is the scientific and practical reason behind it? Ultimately, why did Bhagwan Mahaveer tell us to have compassion for even the smallest creatures? Let us find out the answer. Stay tuned till the end of this video. Also, do not forget to subscribe or follow Jain Media English. You may have heard about the principle of non-violence in Jainism several times. Why is non-violence given such importance in Jainism? If we look for the answer, we will basically find that it is to avoid the sin of killing living beings and to prevent violence through compassion and kindness. But that's not the only reason. Non-violence, which is known as Ahimsa, also works as a tool for character building. Non-violence guards qualities like humanity, discipline, and compassion. A study conducted by Northeastern University and Massachusetts SPCA revealed that people who engage in animal abuse are 5 times more likely to commit crimes against humans. In other words, animal abuse can lead to human abuse. Cruelty towards animals fosters cruelty and it escalates. Today, we will learn the nexus between animal abuse and human abuse through real-life examples. Case number 1. A child who brutally tortured a kitten in his childhood ended up stabbing a classmate at the age of 13 and threatening to kill a bus driver. The suffering of the kitten nurtured cruelty in him and turned him into a murderer. Case number 2. 3 teenagers used a rake and shovel to kill a rat for fun and later mercilessly killed 8 exotic birds at a local zoo. They were later accused of arson. Case number 3. A 16-year-old teenager tortured a cat for pleasure, and as he grew up, he derailed a passenger train as a part of conspiracy, causing 23 people to get injured. Case number 4. A child who witnessed his father committing animal cruelty started torturing animals himself and eventually became a serial killer and committed heinous crimes such as rape. Case number 5. A child who tortured kittens in his childhood grew up to rape and murder a 7-year-old boy. Case number 6. One of the criminals involved in the 2002 Washington DC sniper attacks had a history of cruelty towards stray cats. His cruelty fostered a seed of violence in the past that later made him a criminal. In all these cases and many more like them, one common element is that most of the serious criminals committed some form of cruelty towards animals in their childhood. Those who never harm even the smallest creatures tend to refrain from causing harm to larger ones. Similarly, those who learn to show compassion and kindness to creatures like ants will naturally extend those feelings towards cats and dogs. If one has a sense of compassion for animals, it will surely lead to compassion for all living beings, including women or men. They will try not to get indulged in acts of violence or cruelty even when provoked by anger, greed or temptation. Instead, they will try to control their emotions because the history is of compassion and not violence. In short, if we wish to establish peace, the principle of non-violence, that is Ahimsa, must be adopted by everyone, not just in India, but all over the world. Non-violence is a deep, logical and practical principle in Jainism. So remember that the seed of cruelty sown through violence towards animals can grow into a poisonous tree of crime in society. If we want a crime-free society and to avoid becoming victims of any crime, we must strongly prevent animal abuse. We all need to adopt the principle of non-violence. Jainism's principle of non-violence is profound, logical and highly practical. Jai Jin Shasan, Jai Mahaveer.